You don't want to find yourself in a position that you're not equipped to handle. You need to be ready for whatever may come your way, but you also need to understand that your unique environment will dictate what you need to have on hand. Today we're talking about everyday carry, more specifically, your everyday carry bag. Welcome to Prepare to Live. I'm Steve. It's our mission to equip you to live a life-proof life, a life that's not shaken by the same things that shake others. Today we're talking about everyday carry. We're talking about the bag that can get you from where you are back to your family or to your household, or just to equip you to handle everyday challenges. In this video, I'm going to go through my bag and show you what I carry, but you need to understand that your bag will vary even if you need a bag. What you need to understand is that your specific needs will dictate the items that you have on hand. Some items will be the same, some items will differ depending on your environment and your circumstances and your situations. As I go through the items that I carry, I want you to think about whether you need those items and what you could replace those items with for your situation and your circumstance. Very rarely do I ever find myself more than 15 miles away from my home, so I don't need a lot of things in order to get me home. As a matter of fact, I don't even really consider my bag an overnight or a get home bag. It's just an extension of the everyday carry that I have on my person. Extended first aid and some other items to ensure that I can handle any challenge that I may face throughout the day. So let's jump right in and I'll begin to show you the items that I have in my bag. I'm going to start in the front pocket. The first thing that I have on the outside of my bag is a Sharpie. This Sharpie is used in conjunction with a tourniquet. I have a tourniquet and a Sharpie ready to use on the outside of the bag. I also have a pair of medical shears that are located on the outside of the bag that are easily accessible for emergency situations. In the front pocket of the bag, I have snacks that just consist of basically Cliff Bars. I don't ever have very far to go, so I don't need items that I have to cook or prepare. Also, powdered drink mix. Sometimes you need more than just water, and powdered drink mix is a way to flavor that water, and it's easy to carry and have on hand in case of emergencies. Then my fire kit. I have multiple ways to start fire. Waterproof matches, I have a lighter, and I also have a ferro rod and Blackbeard fire starter. All of the items we talk about in today's video you can find linked in the show notes below. I also carry an extra notebook. I carry one on my person, and I also have another in my EDC bag. Then we get into our extended first aid. In our extended first aid, I carry an Israeli bandage. I carry quick clot. I also carry chest seals. I carry an additional tourniquet, a SWAT T tourniquet, and also carry rolled compressed gauze. The other item in the front pocket, and the last thing in the front pocket, is a Sawyer Mini water filter. Sawyer Mini is a great tool to have on hand in case you find yourself in a situation where you don't have clean drinking water. Moving on through the bag into the main compartment, I have several things, and many of these things will apply just to my situation and my circumstance. I carry sunglasses in my overnight bag because I require prescription sunglasses, so I always like to have them on hand to protect my eyes. Also, just a simple kit with over-the-counter medication and Bandaids. On the outside of this kit, I have 1 yard or 3 feet of duct tape rolled around just in case I ever find myself in a situation where I need to patch something or repair something with duct tape. I carry survival knife. This Ontario Knife Company Rat 3. I believe I got this in a battle box. It's a great knife. I love this knife. Battle box is one of the greatest resources you can have as a prepper, outdoor enthusiast, or adventure seeker. You can use the link below to Battle Box, and on checkout, if you'll put in PTL10, you can save 10% on your first order. But I would really give Battle Box the greatest subscription box for preppers out there. I would give it a try and just see. A lot of the stuff that I have in my kit came from Battle Box. Also, a solar battery backup. Now this is not just a phone charger, this is a literal battery backup. So when it's fully charged, you can power anything from USB, USB-C, or Thunderbolt. It comes in a great little compact package, and it rolls out with 4 solar units and quickly charges and folds up into a compact, ready-to-go case. Also has a flashlight and comes in very handy when your phone is low or you need a quick charge on any kind of battery. Also, glass repair kit. You never know if you wear glasses when you may have to make those repairs. This tape, I know somebody's going to ask, serves no purpose other than keeping the box closed, but that glass repair kit is something that I've used several times in my daily use because the screws in my glasses come loose. Also hand sanitizer, and then a really good headlamp. If you've watched any of our videos, you know how seriously we take lighting. You never want to find yourself in the dark. It's where injuries occur. It's where you find yourself in situations that you can't get out of if you don't have a good light. This is the Olight. Olight makes the best flashlights, best headlamps out. I believe in this product. They're tough and they're durable. They're a mid-price light, and they serve you well. The next thing, Baofeng handheld ham radio. You never know when cell towers may be down. In cases of disaster and emergency, many times they can't take the flood of calls that come through and the circuits are jammed. And you want to be able to get in touch with your family quickly. You need some way to communicate, and this Baofeng handheld ham radio will meet that need. Hearing protection. This is not only hearing protection, but also hearing enhancement. If you find yourself in a situation where you may be in a territory where you need to listen to find out what's happening around you, you can use hearing enhancement, put them in your ears. It magnifies your hearing, and then it will also protect your hearing. If you're running a chainsaw, if you're shooting a gun in any loud environment, this will cancel out the audible signal that can damage your ears. And I always have my hearing protection and enhancement with me at all times. An extra mag for my Glock 19. I don't ever envision myself being in a place where I need 50 rounds of ammunition to find myself to safety, but you never know when a malfunction is going to happen. So I carry one loaded in my Glock. I also carry an extra mag on my person, and then I have a third mag for backup also in my everyday carry bag. The last item is another tourniquet. I have several tourniquets in my bag. These are life-saving items. If you find yourself in an active shooter situation, if you come across a car accident, it doesn't matter what it is, tourniquets can be the thing that stands between someone and death. Most deaths happen when we don't prevent blood loss. Tourniquets are essential to preventing blood loss, and it's a great investment that you would have several of these on hand to be able to meet people at their point of need. Also, I carry an extra mag for my Glock 26. I carry that smaller gun sometimes, so I also have a backup mag just in case I have that gun with me. Moving on to the back pocket, I have a sock hat. Of course, it's wintertime right now, so I'm going to have warm things. A neck gaiter. Now listen, I got several downvotes because I carry a mask as part of my everyday carry. This has nothing to do with COVID protection and everything to do with wind protection. When you're outside working and the wind is blowing in the wintertime, you don't want your face to get chapped by the wind. A gaiter is a great way to protect your face. Also, a pair of gloves and a nice warm pair of socks in case your feet get wet. In the shoulder pouch of this bag, I carry a rat tourniquet and also a multi-tool. This multi-tool comes in handy. I carry one in my pocket, but this is a larger version that allows me to do bigger jobs and has come in handy so many times when I don't have my toolbox with me. Inside the zipper pocket in the front, I carry an extra phone charger, light charger, and also a small sewing kit and a backup folding knife. Now that's a lot of stuff that I have with me in this bag, and I carry this bag with me at all times. There are times when I'm not carrying my gun on my person that I also carry my gun in my bag. This comes in handy because it allows us to extend the things we need so that our pockets are not full, and there are also things that maybe we don't have to access immediately. So a couple of things as you think through your everyday carry bag and the solutions you need for your bag. Think about the things you encounter regularly. Are you always in a situation where you need to make small repairs? You need a multi-tool. Are you in a place where you find yourself in the dark, or you could possibly have to navigate home in the dark? You need a headlamp. You always need first aid, and you always need those basic over-the-counter medications. Something for your stomach, something for pain, something for fever, some Band-Aids, some antibiotic ointment. You always need a way to start fire. Fire is one of the most essential survival tools that we have. Protection, light, warmth, and cooking. We never know what we may face and what we may encounter. And fire is the #1 tool that we need in order to protect ourselves from the elements and to be able to survive through harsh winter environments. So make sure that you have those tools. I carry a ferro rod. I also carry a lighter and waterproof matches. Don't just buy a ferro rod and stick it in your bag. Learn how to use it so that you can actually start a fire with it. I carry a fire starter, a Blackbeard fire starter. It is a petroleum impregnated fiber that catches and flames easily so that you can start the fire. You need to practice building fire at your home right now so that you don't wait until you get in a situation of an emergency and try to figure out how to start a fire. Building a fire requires skill regardless of the tools you have at hand. When you begin to think through all the things that you need, you should cover everything that happens on a weekly basis, and you should also have incidentals. Your bag may not look like mine. You may require more things than I require. But here's the thing. Make sure that you have a plan. Don't throw a bunch of nonsensical things in a bag and call it everyday carry. Have a plan for each one of those things. If you have a plan for each one of those things, then you'll always be prepared in a time of crisis. As always, thank you for watching. We value your support. If you would, hit that like button. If you want to get more content just like this, hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And right there in the comments, let us know what your favorite EDC item is. And from our family to yours, we'll see you on the next video.